Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Well, Semper Fi, guys. We got some, it sounds like we got some fans and some haters. That's okay. Listen to what I have to say.
Senator JD Vance did not exactly get a very warm welcome when he went to go speak to the International Association of Firefighters. Gee, I wonder why. Now, Vance, who talked to the group at his Boston conference just a single day after Minnesota Governor Tim Walz did the same, and in his speech, he tried to claim that he and Trump would be pro-worker. In fact, he said, President Trump and I are proud to be the most pro-worker Republican ticket in history. Pro-worker. Well, I mean, if you're the most pro-worker Republican ticket, well, that really says a lot about other Republican tickets, which, again, it's not even true, right? Now, he said, I want to talk about why we're fighting for working people, why we're going to fight for unions and non-union alike. And at that point, Vance was once again hilariously booed because turns out these working people not exactly buying what JD Vance is selling. And I can't say that I blame them because, look, this is a billionaire. Okay, the ticket is a billionaire running with a venture capitalist bankrolled by billionaires in crypto bros. Peter Thiel, okay, funded JD Vance. And so, look, these are the guys who, if you can remember, Elon Musk, when he was talking to Trump on X during that disastrous interview, were joking about busting unions.
I mean, I look at what you do. You walk in and you just say, you want to quit? They go on strike. I won't mention the name of the company, but they go on strike and you say, that's okay, you're all gone. You're all gone. So every one of you is gone, and you are the greatest. You would be very good. Oh, you would love it.
And if that's not enough, let's go through Donald Trump's labor record from when he was president before. Okay, during his administration, Trump had packed courts with anti-labor judges who passed so-called right-to-work laws. Now, those right-to-work laws basically allowed non-union members to freeload off of union-fought gains in the workplace. So union fights for a wage increase, a non-union member will get it and not have to contribute to that union. So that's freeloaders. So Republicans actually love freeloaders as long as they harm unions, because unions are the only ways to stand up against corporate excesses and corporate abuses. So now, not only that, but Trump stacked the National Labor Relations Board with anti-union appointees who sided with employers in contract disputes and supported companies who delayed and stalled union elections. Trump also made it easier for employers to fire or penalize workers who speak up for better pay and working conditions or exercise their right to strike. Trump also didn't support the PRO Act, the Public Service Freedom to Negotiate Act. He restricted overtime pay, opposed wage increases, gutted health and safety protections, changed the rules about who qualifies for overtime pay, reduced the number of OSHA inspectors, weakened penalties for companies that failed to report violations, which endanger workers. He also helped insurers reduce coverage and made it easier for pharmaceutical companies to inflate drug prices. Trump had also pushed for corporate tax cuts that give companies a 50% tax break on foreign profits, which incentivizes them to move jobs overseas. That's just some of the things that Donald Trump had pushed for and did as president. Give him another chance, and he'll eagerly rob and endanger the working class even more. That's who this guy is, okay? That is why JD Vance is getting booed. Nobody believes that he's going to be pro-worker because Donald Trump is not pro-worker. He is the boss. Now, here's the thing, and I don't mean that in a good way. That's a negative way, all right? He's a guy who might give you a pizza party, to try to discourage you from joining a union or just fire you outright. JD Vance is the guy doing the pizza party. Trump is the guy that says, no, just fire them all. Illegally, of course, because you can't do that. But here's the thing. When you compare him, Trump and Vance to Biden, and even Harris, right? So look, Biden-Harris administration, right? Now, it turns out, even with the negatives on Biden, because I've talked about those negatives before, his administration was actually pretty good for labor, all right? There were some exceptions. The rail strike, that sucked. But you had the NLRB. His picks were really good, all right? You had increased labor pushes. You had separately union labor victories in states like Michigan that defeated right to work. This is something that Republicans, the Republican governor and the legislature in Michigan had put into place. So, no, why would labor trust Donald Trump or JD Vance to be pro? They're not. They're not. Oh, is it because JD Vance is from Appalachia and gives a little bit of lip service to labor? No, please. Come on. You know what?
Give me a break.
Yeah. So, Tim Walz now. That's a guy who doesn't get booed by labor. Why? It's because he stands by labor, okay? As governor, Walz enacted paid sick leave, guaranteed more protection to construction workers against wage theft, which is the #1 source of theft in this country, by the way. It's not flash mobs showing up into your Walmart, right, to go and steal things. No, the biggest theft in this country is wage theft, okay? Where they're just taking money that you earned through your work. They're just taking it right out of your paycheck. Now, not only that, but Walz had given teachers greater negotiating power over class sizes. And he also showed up on the picket line way before he was running for vice president. Under Walz, Minnesota also became the first state to establish a minimum wage for Uber and Lyft drivers, despite fierce pushback from the industry. And of course, he killed non-compete clauses. Okay, these non-compete clauses were absolutely ridiculous. It's saying that, oh, if you worked at McDonald's as a fry cook, then if you quit and that you're not able to go and work at Burger King for 5 years. Trade secrets. No trade secrets. Okay, absolutely ridiculous. And really, you trap somebody in a non-compete clause, it makes it real easy to not give you raises, to not give you good working conditions, because they know that you are stuck there and you will not be able to leave. Not without causing you, of course, great financial harm, because that non-compete clause will make it so that you can't get any other jobs. So, yeah, killing those, absolute right thing to do. And it shows you through his actions that actually is somebody who cares about workers. Contrast that with JD Vance, who couldn't even show up to, while he was in the Senate to support the PRO Act. Pretty clear why labor would choose to support Walz over Vance and Trump. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.